Yeah, man. Good night, people. Good night. I'm here to talk about the Reggae Boys today. Yeah, just what I chit chat with one of my brethren. You don't know what I look a reason about. You know, um, the Reggae Boy team. The Provisional Rasta that name. Yeah, so that's all I look a reason. Who is a big surprise in one that name in that 60-man squad. All those people that supposed to probably be on the plane coming in a few weeks from now. I think it's around 21 days, something like that. Today's the 27th. Yeah, less than 3 weeks. Yeah, less than 3 weeks, man. So yeah, I'm going to have my brethren, Kimo come on here, and talk about that squad and who we think will make the final 23 going forward. Look, and just probably what I look at chit chat looking ahead, after that big game coming up in Arlington, yeah. So that's what we're going to talk about. It won't be a long conversation tonight, as you know. Cavaliers playing, we're going to support the local team same way. Yeah, Cavalier play today, but some what would I call it? Like a little news, but Jaja, sorry to see that Bell went down, man. Yeah, he hobbled half the pitch. When I was watching that game, because I was like, okay, the last time he had a poor game last out against one of the big teams in England, against United, that poor back pass. So I said, okay, let's see what's going to happen in the FA Cup against Manchester City, So
Oh, my brother, big up.
yeah, man. I was just talking about Amari Bell, hobble off the pitch to the man against Manchester City. Jaja.
Really?
Yeah, he got taken off in the 39th minute, just before the 40th minute. He got taken off, man. It's sad. We have absence. We have two absence, and Pinnock is already out. Bell, Boza, and then Pinnock have that ankle injury. His coach said, he's not going to be around. And they're going to assess his injury after the international break. So that's what I was just talking about. Like, it's a big a couple of weeks coming up for the coach, to name that 23-man squad. But well, thanks for coming on the platform, man. Your first time, really appreciate it. It's overdue now, all the reason about the Reggae Boys, man.
Yeah, man, for real, man. Yeah.
Probably a little bit over 24 hours now. That's what I've been named, by CONCACAF. I look at all of the provisional lists, but one thing I saw about the US, they named Tyler Adams. He hasn't played football for some time. He came back, after he got injured for Leeds in the spring, just before they got relegated, and he came back for Bournemouth. He got injured again, so and they named him in the squad. So let's see what's going to go ahead for Tyler Adams. They said he's scheduled to make his return for Burnley coming up on the weekend. So
Bournemouth.
That's
Bournemouth.
For Bournemouth. Yeah, but they're going to play Burnley.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to play Burnley. So, so let's see, if, Tyler Adams going to feature for the US men's national team, so also, this is serving, that match ban. He got that red card in Trinidad, that stupid red card, so they
so he's out.
Yeah, he's out. He's serving a match ban.
Yeah, but
so they're gonna bring him same way. The coach Berata said, they're going to call him up same way. And if they make it to the final, which I don't think they're going to make it to the final, they're going to play a third place game.
Yeah, they're gonna play a third place game, of course.
Yeah, we want that one, Kimo. We want that one, but what do you think, about that squad? A lot of local players in that squad. They should be grateful for their name just to splash, and that CONCACAF website seeing their names. You have any surprising local player that you think, that really shouldn't be or should be on that list?
Well, I'm not surprised. I think that most of the names I've seen from the local Premier League, that is playing in the local Premier League, they deserve to be there. because
Yeah,
I've been gi- paying attention to the league. Might not be
yeah,
going to every one of the games. Persons might be watching this live now and saying, Tom Harry should have been in the team as well. But I think what the coach is doing, the coach is giving time and going around, seeing the different players from different clubs playing. And
yeah,
if those players that think they should be in the team that is not in the team, once they keep on remaining consistent, they'll eventually be in the team. Because I know a few persons that actually got called for the Wednesday Thursday camp. But I think the persons who is in the 60-man professional squad, I mean, some of them may not be in the 23,
yeah.
but at least they know that
It's
they're in contention.
it's a recognition
Hmm.
of their good form that they earned, throughout the
Yeah.
whole season.
But for me,
Maybe
though,
I was thinking maybe one of those top three strikers that we had in the local league, probably deserve a little spot and that little provisional is probably done. Brian, I mean, just a little recognition showing their
I mean,
bright.
they're young. I mean, to be honest, they're young.
Yeah, they're young.
They're
It's Brian's
young.
first season in the top flight in Jamaica.
Yeah, it's Brian, and I've heard his story. And Dunn, I know Dunn well because he hails from the same place where I'm from.
Yeah,
And he's young as well. I just want to see how those two strikers end the season. And if they continue battling for that first and second the leading goal scorer, I don't think they will be in the league coming next season. And I
yeah,
think
yeah,
yes, you want to play for your country, but there's still a lot more as it relates to their game that I'm sure they know that needs to be developed because I'm sure they're not at the finished product. But I mean, if they actually get into the team, I wouldn't be surprised either because they're the top two strikers. As you can see, last season we had Colin Anderson, Trevante Stewart, and they get their chance. So I just think that they
and
just have to remain
for
patient.
before that, we have Atafai Bygrave. He got his opportunity. Look at
Yes,
there.
in the World Cup qualifiers. So I'm
Yeah,
saying yes. But my concern is we're missing out on players as time is winding down for
yeah,
the Cup Nations League window, and I'm really worried. You know, but
yeah. I'm
I
worried
think
too,
that
man.
the
I'm
coach,
worried.
yeah, the coach. I know the coach is competent enough and is looking around to see because I check up. I might not be watching all the games because I can't watch all the games. No one can watch all the games, but
No one can wait for it.
I'm keeping tabs on the statistics, who played, who got minutes, and all of those stuff.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that Wizarding. They might not be grinding out the results day in day out, but they are match fit. He's match fit. He's playing
yeah.
every
He's
Burnham
playing.
is playing every game. Uh Damian is playing as well.
Yeah, yeah. They just started.
They,
Yeah,
they just started. Who else? You have guys like before. I'm not sure about the injury as relates to Bell. Maybe by tomorrow or maybe by
yeah.
week.
He hobbled off. I saw him. I was watching the game. He was limping.
So that's serious. Then I don't see Daniel Johnson making
No,
the
because
stage squad.
what you think? It's a change of coach. They changed coach at Stoke City,
Mhm.
and I remember the last time I saw Daniel Johnson play. The last time I watched him, it was in the FA Cup when Brighton played him at the Bet 360 Stadium in Stoke City, and he was playing at left inverted wing back.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the last game I saw Daniel Johnson played when Brighton beat them. I think something around 3-2, 4-2, at Stoke City home ground. So, and it's just because I changed the coach. Maybe the coach is not favoring him anymore or what, but I'm just not seeing him getting a lot of game time. But others from that, everyone, around the squad for the Reggae Boys is getting a lot of
I'm
minutes.
not I'm not sure what's the situation with Isaac Hayden or Louise Baker, but
Yeah,
those guys are actually playing as well for their
yeah,
clubs. I'm one of the exciting two of the next three names, by the way, that I'm excited to see in the squad is Bailey Kadabati,
yeah.
Devante Cole, and
Devon.
Omari Hutchinson. Omari Hutchinson is on form at Ipswich.
I mean, I'm so
So,
I'm so delighted, for seeing Kara Anderson is getting some game time because when he
Yes,
came for the Nations League, he was kind of frozen out of the squad a little bit.
he was
After
on
he
and off.
practiced well around August, September, and then after that, he played. I think he played a FA Cup game against a non-league team, and
Hmm.
then it's in and out of the team, and then playing reserve football for Charlton. But now it's like he's one of the most important player in that midfield right now,
Hmm.
for the team. And I also saw an interview from a coach where he was saying that it's only down to him to show that he's worth what he can do on the pitch because the talent is there. He
Hmm.
has to work towards that. But yeah, Omar Hutchinson, as I said, is really good. To see him in the squad. He was in the Gold Cup provisional squad, but didn't name. I don't know why. I don't know if you have any information on that.
I would be really excited and to see him making the 2023 squad along with Bailey Kadamatri and Devante Cole.
Yeah,
I think he should be in the squad because we won't have Demar Gray and
hold on.
we won't have Shamar Nicholson. Those
Yeah,
will be two of the absentees, and we're yet not so confident as it relates to centre back,
yeah,
meaning that we're still at least a month away, and we have a lot more football to play within that time. What if we pick up another injury at centre back? Where are we going to look? We want to have this. That's why I said to myself, I won't feel confident in a Jamaica squad or team until you have like four players for each position. Because when injury can come, you can have two-player, three-player injured in one position.
yeah.
You
So
understand?
need
Things
the
like
depth.
that can happen because injury player important role or a vital role in sport as well. So it's something that you have to be prepared for.
Yeah,
Um, in the midfield now, for us, that's why I go back to the point where I say I'd love for us to have uh, Omari Hutchinson,
yeah,
you know, someone that can drive with the ball and move forward because he's playing good football. I know some people don't have good memory of him because of the Trinidad window where they played the home and away game. I think it was home and away. No, there was
but
two-legged games
Bobby
in
and
Jamaica.
Kingston.
But though those games, I don't think it was enough to judge the player because most of those players didn't play with each other. It was the
Yeah,
first time I played
and
with
that
each other.
game at Mopey, it was a horrible pitch.
Horrible pitch.
It was a horrible pitch, man. You know. So yeah, I mean, all right. So in the back, go back a little bit. In the back, this Pinnock and Low, is our natural starting CD center back. But when you look behind that, this Sean Bernard ever presence is like he's ever fit. Then Mariappa is age, he's done. You know, respect to the legend. He have
Michael
played.
Hector. I don't see Michael Hector though for Carlton. Charlton. I think it seems as if he's injured.
Oh, I haven't report much on about Michael Hector, about on Charlton. I don't the league one is difficult to watch. It's a very difficult league to watch.
What
You
I
know.
do with the
But
league one is I look
uh,
I just check the stats and the lineup and who plays and who doesn't play. That's what I do because I can't find much link for us
no,
or my friends
it's
for that
very
to do.
difficult. It's very difficult to see a league one game. Trust me, it's very difficult. Let's see if I can zone in on the Charlton team. I'm looking at it in the last game that they played. I haven't seen Michael Hector in the team. Kera scored, today
Today.
against, against Derby. So it's a big one for him. But yeah, I was saying, but we have Pinnock, we have Low as our natural centre back, and then behind them, you have Dishon as a third, and players like Wes Harding, players like Michael Hector, player like Liam Moore, those players can they be trusted like going up against the top boys in CONCACAF. As you know, Liam Moore, yeah, he's not playing so much football for the last year, but now, signed for not in Northampton. Yeah,
Northampton
yeah,
in the
so
league two, I think or league one, I'm not sure.
I think it's League One football they are in one of those.
But listen to me.
Yeah,
we're we're gonna it's time it's soon time
it's
that we're gonna say it's now we're 1.5 year or 2 year away from the World Cup, and I'm
yeah,
sure a lot of those guys want to knock on the door to
yeah,
be at the World Cup for the first time, because it's gonna be a first time for all of the players, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I don't want to say, because these are professionals that we're talking about. I don't want to say that is is this guy the one to actually fill the void for Ethan Pino.
yeah,
They are the one that should have the confidence in themselves to raise their hand and say, listen, I know I can be in this squad and come and put in that performance. You understand me? They're the
yeah.
professionals. They're playing in a quality league, regardless it's the League One or League Two or Championship
Very
or
professional, man. Very
yeah,
professional.
they're playing in a professional league, a technical league, you know. Yeah, they're playing with good players regardless. So I mean, remember before the MLS, before the MLS or the USMNT players went out playing in Europe, they were still dominating playing club football in the MLS. Yeah, you
Yeah,
understand? It's
yeah,
like for the past maybe 5 years, you have there is a plethora of players from the USA team playing in Europe. It's maybe 5 years or less.
yeah,
But no,
yeah. For probably like
normally,
around the last
yeah,
decade, they started to shift out a lot of young players.
yeah, it has been like bits and pieces before that, like a three
Yeah,
or a four or five. But
yeah,
yeah, and they were winning what? They were winning the CONCACAF Gold Cup
yeah.
back to back and all of
They
it.
go into the
So yeah,
World Cup.
they were qualifying for the World Cup. So yeah, I mean these guys, I just want them. I don't and I know Jamaica have a good performance in them.
Yeah,
Regardless of them being not being consistent, and I know they have a good performance in them. And when I think that if Jamaica get to go on that kind of run, you understand?
yeah.
Say
The
say 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 they go on and win this nation league with the vibe that Jamaica come with and the vibe from both Jamaica and the diaspora.
and then the
That's
support from then the support.
support. I mean, I think with the vibes and everything, and the team playing good football, we'll be on top and we'll be one of the main competitors in CONCACAF. You understand? Top three, because it's not like we have players at our disposal as well. We
Yeah,
have
man.
we we have a lot of players with Jamaican heritage in both the UK, USA, and Canada, and even in Europe, because
In Europe.
Jamaicans are everywhere. So yeah, and then we'll start to gain more attention to players that have heritage and are thinking twice to come and play, because when they look, oh, Jamaica just have won the Nations League. You know what? And they have players like, Omari Hutchinson, Leon Bailey, you know, and it's good to see. And why I feel so good, we're getting a few players at a young age, because
Repeat,
Bailey
yeah,
Martin,
repeat what you said.
we're getting a few players at a very young age,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. Like
I
I remember when we used to get some old guys. You remember like Nas Verity and all these players and Clayton Donaldson, guys that right at 30, 31.
heard,
I think
yeah,
Makinov came around that looked that age.
yeah,
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 all of them. I mean, I think McClearly came young, but we getting teenagers that wasn't happening on the radar. It wasn't on the radar at one point. It's like players was like, whoa, should we go play for the Reggae Boys or what? But
yeah.
now you're seeing youngsters coming. You could
And,
see
and,
that
I,
they're
and I
big.
think it's when you get quality players and quality players of the same ilk is looking at another player and saying, but this guy is really good, and he's he's he made the decision to come play for Jamaica. I mean, if I go there, it will be a good addition as well. So you'll have like seven quality and then that's what happens till players in England
Yeah,
would have options now. They won't be stressing themselves out about, I mean, I can't make the England team or I'm playing. They say, okay, Jamaica team is even good. Or is a quality team as well. And they have the likes of USA, Canada, and Mexico and Costa Rica that they'll be going up against. So
yeah.
there's competition there as well. But one of the things, I was speaking to someone earlier today, and I'm telling them, if the U20 team can do well, it would be good for the football because at least we'll know who will be the next Leon Bailey or who will be the next Demari Gray or Shamar Nichols or the next Andre Blake. You understand? Because
Yeah,
the grassroots things should, instead of us always looking overseas for players, it's good to have players from the diaspora to choose from. But at the same time, we're gonna always fall in the same predicament every time if we don't try to fix things from the grassroots level, or even try to recruit from the grassroots level instead
yeah.
of waiting until players are 20, 23, and 25. You understand? So the earlier we recruit
Um,
and show
I
interest in
wanna
this,
I wanna hold off on that point you just said about it's very important to recruit from the grassroots level. It's a lot of influx of players that coming from overseas that's not born in Jamaica, but naturally citizens they are Jamaicans. We don't want to label them as overseas players. They are Jamaican, but they just didn't born in Jamaica. You have a fear that the team Reggae Boys might fade out a little bit from the home supporters of too much players who's not born in the country representing the national team.
I mean, it's just for, I think all of this talking maybe is just for a while, it's just for a while because listen, they, I know what the fans want to see, good football, the
Yeah,
Reggae Boys winning a title. And I'm sure if we pick the best team out there, or 11 out there, when you look in the starting 11, it's just three players that were born in Jamaica, and all of the rest of the players are playing in England, are from England,
yeah.
are players who have grandparents or father or mother with Jamaican heritage. But guess what? It won't matter at the time. At that
If
time,
we're winning,
if we
if we're
win,
winning,
if
yeah,
we
if
win.
we're winning, yeah,
You understand? And I think winning because we have a winning culture. We don't have
yeah.
a die-hearted culture where whether we win or we lose or
No, we
support.
don't have that supportive culture.
The only thing we can do is try to get as much younger persons around the football and get a younger fan base to follow the football so they can become die-hearted fans, just like how we are people living in Jamaica being die-hearted
Yeah,
Arsenal fan, die-hearted Manchester
exactly.
United fan and Liverpool fans. We need that kind of die-heartedness for the Jamaica national team also. We need it. And it's all it's some we on YouTube have our role to play as well in Jamaica football because some of the time we beat the JFF, and if the JFF is not doing it, I guess the guys on the YouTube have to do it. Put the message out there because
Yeah,
I've been on YouTube since 2021, and if it wasn't for YouTube, I would be coming on these platforms, giving my advice or sharing my opinion. And I'm here now, having my own program and doing my own thing, taking pictures and creating content.
yeah. This bro, the YouTube space is getting important because it's not just the reggae boy, it's just all over. Even when you look at the UK, in the UK space, all those vloggers doing their thing about the Premier League, Arsenal, United, Chelsea, bro. Players affected from what happened, even from AFTV alone. You understand? It affect them, psychologically when they lose. They go on the platform and they watch it to listen what the fans going to say, what's the feedback, are they hungry at us, what their reaction towards the game, are they
Mhm.
going to bash us, are they going to criticize us, are they going to cheer us on, so it's very important for us, to keep the journey going, even if the federation is not doing what they're supposed to do. We have to.
We
I
have a
mean,
role to play.
we
We have a role to
going
play.
to criticize, the federation and the players when it comes down to match days and all that. But we just have to remember that these are players that need our support. It doesn't matter if we go on to lose 10 games; they're going to need us to support, to lift the team up as the 12 man. I don't know if you follow the Boca Junior fans, or they very supportive of their team. It doesn't matter if they're losing, bro. They're
Mhm.
going to be a packed house every game, at the La Bombonera in Argentina. So it's just that we want, from our fans, our supporters, If we go on a losing streak, go out there, support the team, talk positive, but you can criticize them in a positive way.
You think the Jamaican football can reach that stage?
It's going to take something that going to build from a family structure, because when you really look outside of Jamaica, just say South America as a whole, the whole family structure, everyone watch football, everyone support a team, and everyone goes to a game. When you look at the JPL, do you see any from the baby all the way up to the grandma at the stadium? You don't see, you're lucky if you see something like that. You might see a elder with his son or with his grandson, or whatever it is, but you're not going to find a whole family going on to watch a game in Arnett Garden, and guess what, and wearing the Arnett Garden jersey. You're just not going to see it just like that. So I think that it's going to have to build from a family structure.
Look at
Come
me.
all the
Look
way.
at me right now. I have on my Reggae Boy jersey, right?
Yeah,
Whenever I wear this, it's a psychology thing or a mental thing, because whenever I wear my jersey, I love Jamaica. You ever been to one a Jamaica jersey?
yeah,
Jeff, I say, bro, I'm a Jamaican. I'm supporting Jamaica,
yeah,
and I have passion for my country and the football because I know the team has potential to do well. So that's what keeps me going. That gives me drive to support the team. But what? Look at this. They will get up and buy a Manchester United jersey.
yes,
Arsenal is the team. I have seen Arsenal win a few titles.
yes,
Understand? So, and I could have give up on Arsenal and say, listen, Arsenal not winning the Champions League, not winning the league.
yeah,
Give up, but I still carry the club, cheer for the club. You understand? It's been a while since I've bought a jersey,
yeah.
but the same effort these guys put out in cheering for Manchester United, Chelsea. They won't even buy a T-shirt with the Jamaican flag on it, much less to
Exactly,
buy a Jamaica jersey.
exactly.
But they'll go all out to buy a Manchester United shirt.
I
Or
said that I said that on my Jamaican Premier League show on Sunday when I did the match day 20 reaction. I said that if you look at around what happened in 2022 in Qatar, look what happened in Denhampton, in Rima, in Jungle, in Waterhouse, everywhere. You go back over to in Montego Bay. It's a parade of Argentina fans and Brazilian fans, walking through the garrison, celebrating when Croatia knocked out Brazil out of the World Cup in the penalty. Everyone celebrating when Messi beat Mbappe in the final, and you have so many Argentinian fans in Jamaica wearing. It doesn't matter if it's just a logo of Argentina flag is on it. They're going to put it on and they're going to cherish it. So we want the same thing. Look, sports and football is in our blood, but I don't know. It's a psychological thing, man. When it comes on to Jamaica,
it
man.
is. It is a psychological thing.
And
And if
when
the
I used to live,
government
hold on, Kimo. When I used to live in Jamaica, right, and I used to go to every Arnett Garden game. Even when Manchester United get beaten on the weekend against any team, you see United fan proudly wearing their United jersey coming to the stadium, knowing that they're going to support Arnett Garden. But guess what? They bragging about, okay, United lose, but I'm a true and true United supporter. But you
Mhm.
would you would never see that for the Reggae Boys. It's only a small margin of us, out there that will do it. Just like how I did. We chit chat the other day, like, yo, I spend thousands of dollars, go to Guatemala game in Jersey, then come back home, then fly to Kingston, go to Canada, and do all that. And when I came to Jamaica, I bought my two kids jersey. Yeah, even though the smaller one, the jersey could fit her, but I put it under the same way, like, listen, use a Jamaican, and I give them iron to blow, like, you get what I say? The
and
girl, the same thing.
they
I
will
bought
live with
her
that
to me. Everyone
experience.
I bought jersey for. You get what I'm saying? So we
Mhm.
went to the game as a family. So we need more of that. And I actually saw a lot of people, came, to the game as a family and wearing jerseys. So we need to see more of that. And I could have stayed home. I could have easily stayed home, bro. But it's just the nature of the game. I love Arnett God, and I love Reggae Boy football. It doesn't matter win, lose, or draw. I have been supporting Arnett Garden, since the 2000 chemo, and I live through the struggle when Arnett Garden is struggling in the relegation, and me and my father still go to the games because what we bleed red and black, and we same way go to the Reggae Boys games, even when nobody's in the stadium going to the friendly games, we still go because we support the team.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I say, so we can, as YouTubers out there, like, yo, sometimes we need to send out positive energy out there sometimes. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not all that sometimes. Players deserve criticism when they do bad. Federation authorities deserve criticism when they're doing bad. But sometimes we have to understand that, look, they are human beings sometimes. You get what I say? But we need the support big time. We need the support local and abroad.
Bro, my dear upon the ground, and I try to galvanize as much people towards Jamaica football and prospects, highlight prospects where they maybe don't know about.
Yeah.
Because we are gonna know more than them, because they not really pay attention to the football, to be honest. But but whoever I go around, I galvanize, I show them what me about, I show them what the other man them about, I build YouTube page, I tell them, subscribe to this man page, subscribe to that man. Man, it not have to be my page, you understand? Everybody, because everybody are coming with a different message. And the
Yeah.
different message, it will come in a different way, but a one thing it has sell us, right? You understand? And me not might go up on a one man channel every day, but me just go over there and listen to thing and just give a like and cut. You
It's
understand?
it's same
It's
for
not
me.
like
Sometimes even if I'm doing something chemo and I saw a YouTuber is talking live, whatever it is, even if I'm not really having the time to sit in front of TV, I comment and I will like the video and I will leave the TV on. I would leave my computer or my phone on just to leave it running
cooking.
so they can get their
I'm
watch time.
cooking. Yeah, cooking, bro. I'm cooking. I'm washing plate. I'm doing something in the house. It a play.
It
It
a
a
play.
play. You
Yeah.
understand? But really and truly, I mean, everybody, you see, as if we can get more person, because a man might say, like them other saying there, you have more sellers than buyers, right?
Yeah.
The more person me believe do content,
Yeah.
and the more persons I got drawn back to the football.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
come from jungle, you and Rima man, Ryan and Rima man,
Yeah, I'm a real man.
who up him up and you down, right? No, I go you up and him down,
Close
'cause
by, close by, close by,
it's
close
close
by.
by, yeah.
Close by.
So 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 it will come like politics then. Not really politics now bad, but listen.
Yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah.
man some man are gonna say, all right, yeah man, I you from up the road do it. And yeah man, my brother from down the road do it too. So everybody are watching and give a listen, yes. A man know
Yeah,
how your profile stay and a man know how Ryan things stay. I am sure sport, them man they don't a ruralist. You
yeah.
see me? JT they are Europe. Um my boy I Maxi they are Europe too.
In
Them
Europe,
are do
yeah,
the thing. You
yeah.
understand? Media town. Another man,
And then you have couple other youths in the UK, I do reggae boy content, whenever we have big games and all that. And look, I came across a vlogger, I think 2 months ago. He's from Kenya. Yeah, he's from Kenya and he's from Nairobi, and he said that, yo, I'm a YouTuber and I am doing Jamaican content. And he said the Reggae Boys is his favorite national team.
yeah.
So the brand Jamaica, bro, it's big.
Brand, brand.
Huge,
Just the brand alone, bro. We
huge,
don't know
bro.
what we have. We don't know what we have. And as soon, I can tell you, me feel it, me didn't know whether I could qualify, even if it never possible. You
Yeah,
see, from me not play, the match not play yet, it possible. Up
possible.
to mistake. Me did a thing say last year in November. I say, I start tell people say this is how we can happen if we qualify, and we're gonna qualify before we
Yeah,
even qualify because there's so much at stake right now for the whole
yeah,
football.
yeah.
Look at this year, we have a lot of football to play. Yeah, we qualify for the nations. We're in the Nations League semi-final. Boom, we win we win money that again, right?
Yeah.
World Cup qualifiers, home and away.
Home and
We
away.
have more football that for watch.
Yeah.
We have Copa America again, more eyes that on the
And
football.
then and then we have Nations League again.
We have Nations League again, and what we have how much competition I play in a June. We have two competition, we have World Cup qualifiers and
and
Copa
Copa.
America.
Yeah,
And in June, July, August, we have
yeah.
U20. I play the final. I go play the
Then we have the
final.
U20. Yeah, also, if they made it, they, just one game away from go to that final run.
They need a draw.
Yeah, just one game away.
Yeah. So, and I'm speaking into being saying
And the
they're
girl,
going
and the
to,
girl, it's just a little thing that happened while the girls have missed out at the Gold Cup also. You
yeah.
understand? So
I mean, this year can be the year that will set the pace for Jamaican football. This
definitely,
year can be the year where if we don't, I'm not saying that it's impossible to win Copa America, but if
yeah.
I get a quarter final finish, I I can feel good. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah, bro. Like when it comes to the Copa America, bro, like just one man and just play, play for the badge, play for the Chris, yeah,
Yeah.
play for the national flag, play for the people them that who's going to come out and support. And Kimo, look, you saw that game that played at BMO Field in Toronto. It was
Mhm.
a lot of Jamaicans, probably around 5,000 Jamaicans in the stadium. But
Wow.
why we didn't see it, like if you watch the game on TV, you would know. But
Fab.
because a lot of the people was wearing like coat, so it was raining, it's cold in Toronto.
Okay.
But you see when Boza scored that goal,
Mhm.
that's when I realized like, whoa, that's so many of us in the stadium, bro. But
Mhm.
we scattered out, and that's the thing we need to start do. We need to start to sit together when we watch the game abroad in the diaspora. We need to set like a ticket here where we just sit there and group up so we can be heard, we can be
Marketing
seen.
strategy which will benefit the boys.
Of course.
And the other day I was playing football at Football Factory that will be like in Constant Spring.
Yeah.
And a few persons were saying that, yo, we want to go to match at Reggae Boys to play. Some big man, some look at Ella say, yo, they want to go to match to play. I say, yeah, man, we have the link. Because the brother named AQ did come on from I Am Sure Sports and him travel go watch all of the games. And him with the Rasta man, who did run up on a Canada game, a BMO, him,
Yeah.
you see, he came on the program saying him go to wherever Reggae Boys play, him go to all of the games. I mean, I end up get him number, communicate with himself for future reference when any football match coming up. I can make reference to persons who want to come, so you can give them a heads up on the process, how to acquire tickets and how as it relates to reservation and all. Yeah, and as I say, everybody have a role to play. Somebody know, because I want Jamaica, regardless of wherever you are in the diaspora.
Yeah.
Um, so you see this thing as I say, you go match stadium. People want to sit down and watch match as if some tennis them and watch.
Yeah.
Nobody, if you ball out, you know that every time recently I got a match at my stadium, you will have five. You play against Guatemala, you have five Guatemalans in
Bro,
the
like,
stadium,
bro,
and them louder than the how much
bro,
thousand are we in the stadium. If
boy,
somebody don't lick the post, you know you're nothing.
boy, Kimo, I used to say this when I was a youngster before I migrated when I was living in Jamaica. I was just like, yo, why when we play Mexico, there's like 50 Mexican fans in the stadium? I'm like,
Mhm.
why? When we play Costa Rica, when we got 3-0 in the national stadium, there's so many Costa Ricans. Now, not that one. The previous World Cup qualifier in 2008. That World Cup qualifier go to 2018. Yeah, that one. I was like, yo, why was so much Costa Rican? You get what I say? But when I really look at it now, when I migrated, I realized like, yo, these people actually travel. These people actually travel, bro. I met a taxi driver. Yeah, he's a Mexican, and the man tell me say, from 1986, he
Mhm.
haven't missed a World Cup. You get what I say? The man say he work two jobs. The man say, he's a executive chef, and then when he finished his role as an executive, he go on to run taxi to save his money to put up 4 World Cup games because he know Mexico going to make the World Cup. You understand? I was like, and I was looking at him and I was like, yo, this man is really passionate. And then when he's going to the World Cup games, he takes his wife. Now he has kids. He take his 3 kids, he said, and plus he take his brother. And he's like, yo, it's not us alone. It's a pool of us. And what they did, we call it thing that partner. They actually have a different thing that that they use to save, and they bulk up that money, and they buy plane tickets together, and they look for the cheapest hotel, is it a tent, whatever they can do, just to bundle up in that country, bro, and support the Mexican national team. And he said a whole lot of Mexican, whenever there is a World Cup game, bro, a lot of Mexican, when they got knocked out, they come back home, they broke. No, a lot of them don't even have somewhere to sleep, because either them sell them house, them sell them car. You get what I say? A lot of people sell them business. I'm like, yo, these people love football, bro. And when I look at it now in the diaspora, like, yo, the Latinos, it doesn't matter if Mexican, Costa Rican, they eat, sleep, everything with football, bro. So it's a passion from in a fit and blood that we need to harness as Reggae Boyz fans.
Football can galvanize a nation. Yes,
Yes,
football can galvanize a nation.
you hear the story about the 98 thing.
And I heard about the 98 story. I was 3 at that time in the
Yeah,
90.
also me too.
Yeah, man, I 3 them time. But sometimes I sit down, I'm look into it, and I say, yo, I love to be alive, have the knowledge or old enough to understand the feeling and the
Yeah,
vibe,
yeah.
you know, of what it's like to go to a see my country go to a World Cup in that
Yeah.
time, to get the feeling. But they too young to understand, but now I feel like they're close. It's really close, at close times.
What was that feeling like when we beat Honduras in the national stadium at the World Cup, or you played at home game, when Damian Lowe scored in that game? I think Leon Bailey scored in that game also. What was that feeling doing for
Leon
that
Bailey, I
World Cup?
think Leon Bailey never scored. The ball due to did not play on a turkey score. Never argued.
Devon argued.
Never argued.
He did score the
Him
brace.
score.
Was
Him
it
score.
3-1?
Him score the brace. Yeah. It was a double header. Why we
Yeah.
can't get another World Cup game like that?
What was that feeling for, like, you living on the ground, went to a World Cup game in the national stadium? What was that feeling like?
It was a good feeling. It was a good feeling, man. I think them forgive him more game though. Them forgive him
Yeah.
more game as one of the number one. But maybe I see one thing go around now, says National Stadium. I will go under
Yeah.
um some renovations.
Renovation.
I never see a timeline
Yeah.
at the stadium. I will go to 40,000, and it ever can host football, cricket, but football, cricket, and track and field, something like that. Yeah, football,
Yes.
cricket, and track and field.
That's going to be a big one if it's really true.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one. I would them we're really behind time though. Think
Yeah.
that should have really
I saw that thing that they're going to build that music hall for the entertainment sector.
where
I don't remember what part, but yeah, I saw it, even that Brogard thing that you posted, like they finally going to build an entertainment sector where
oh yeah.
it's a twenty four
Okay.
seven
Okay.
music
Over
hall, like
Portmore, over by Portmore.
Portmore.
Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Where
Yes.
sing
And
sing
look, bro,
Islam and hell.
Jamaica is the hub for reggae music, bro, and
For
that is
music.
so lit.
Dancehall and reggae. Those two music
So
have other
lit.
things like ska and the other one, other genres, but dancehall and reggae,
You
big.
see, and
But
we just get in that venue.
I was alright. This I would need the opinion on this. I was saying to someone last week because I went to the Cavaliers and FC Cincinnati game. I
Okay.
was saying at the stadium, don't you think we can full a 50K stadium in Jamaica?
For any international game.
Football, cricket, track and field.
Of course. Of
Listen to
course,
me. Of course
we
we
can
can.
do it, but it's going to take a market strategy to do that.
Mhm. It
We can
does.
do it, I'm not going to say
And
right now
remember
cricket
we have the
as
diaspora, Remember we
uh,
have the diaspora as well, We have
no,
the
of course,
diaspora.
people going to travel down to Jamaica.
And if Jamaica is playing the best football, winning
Yes,
the Nations League this year, winning the CONCACAF Gold Cup, qualifying for the World Cup, and it's on a high and have the best players out
bro.
there, people, Mason Greenwood. it would have been. I think we're heading there. We're heading there. I'm not getting ahead of myself. We
Yeah,
are
yeah.
getting
No,
there.
I could understand where you're coming from. That we heading into that direction. It's just
We
that we
will, we,
practice.
we will, listen, we will be having people coming from Canada to Jamaica to watch games. The US coming from the US to Jamaica to
You know,
watch games.
I met a few Africans in the stadium that traveled from New York to Toronto. They said they are from Ghana and they
Mm.
support Reggae Boy. A few
Okay.
Africans.
And those would fall and then we'll have
And they drove to Toronto, and then from New York go all the way up to the borders at Niagara Falls. It's like 8 to 10 hours, depends on where in New York you're from, and then another probably 2 hours from Niagara Falls going to into Toronto. So it's a hell of a drive,
hmm. Yeah,
and they
man. So
drove.
so I'm saying if we can have persons left leaving the UK coming to Jamaica to
Yeah,
watch those games. So we have three diasporas. The UK diaspora, the USA diaspora, and the Canadian diaspora, and the rest of the world.
the rest of the
Come
world. Yeah,
and then you'll have persons that will be booking their ticket, saying that, listen, Jamaica is playing good football. The Reggae Boys, I want to watch those guys. Someone from Europe, someone from China, saying they're coming here for tourism reasons, and at the same time the Reggae Boys is playing. So you get an extra crowd,
yeah,
extra thousand or hundreds. So
yeah.
of course you can fill a $50,000 capacity
Of
stadium.
course.
And
No, we
then
can.
now
We can.
guess what will happen? We'll see ourselves maybe starting to host more Nations League semi-final, a final,
Yeah.
a CONCACAF Gold Cup semi-final or a
Youth
few
World
group
Cups,
stage game.
if we have a
Hmm?
couple more stadiums.
Yeah, yeah. I think we need for us because we're not really a big country, I think if we can have two quality surface stadiums with good training surfaces here, maybe maybe my all them time there, maybe my all where we get the chance to can host a few World Cup. And yeah, we're not hosting senior World Cup, senior
That's
men's World
true.
Cup at home.
We're not, we're
But
not,
what
we're not,
about
we're
the
not
youth?
capable of hosting a senior World Cup, I said. We might be joined, but nah. I don't even see
Youth,
joined as yet.
youth. So if FIFA want to do something where the private sector come together and build quality stadium in like Trinidad, Barbados, Guyana, and those. Because really and truly, the distance from Jamaica to those countries, can also be the same hours. Like even for it's short compared to driving from somewhere in New York to LA to
Yeah,
Miami. It's short.
yeah.
The flight hours is actually short. So yeah, it would be actually good for Caribbean purpose and development wise, traveling around and across. But because they did it in the Cricket World Cup, they did it in the Cricket World Cup, and they're doing it again for the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
T20 World Cup.
But one thing I don't really like about the Caribbean chemo, it's just hard to travel around by plane. Sometimes the tickets are so expensive.
Huh.
Very difficult sometimes. I remember one time I was trying to book a ticket for my little sister to go to the Bahamas, and it was $600 around March. At that time, I was like, God damn, so much money, bro. You understand? And then then when you look at going to different Caribbean countries, most of them you have to go to Trinidad or Guyana and then go to that country.
Mhm.
So it's very difficult to travel around in the Caribbean. It's very difficult. But we host the Cricket World Cup in 2009. So of course it can be done, but it's going
We
to
did it
take.
in seven. We did it in seven, I think, and
Is
10.
it 7 or 9?
2007 and 10.
2000, and then we're going to host the 2020 this summer.
Because '09 was England. England hosts '09. And we're
And
hosting it this summer.
this summer is the T20 in the Caribbean.
Yeah, in the Caribbean. But Jamaica not
But
getting any
Jamaica is
games.
not going to get any games.
That's
Sad,
bad.
sad,
That's
sad,
poor.
sad, sad.
So right now, to be honest, cricketing or sports in Jamaica, football and cricket was the two top sports and track and field, yes.
Track and
But
field, yeah, track and
I don't want nobody tell me that track and field is the number one sport in Jamaica. Football and cricket and track and field third.
Yeah, but you know, it's sometimes it's hard to bargain on that because they are so successful right now. You know, but you have to understand individual and then team sports. So yeah, there's a difference there. You
Yeah.
know, but the squad team. You know, you have you have Andre Blake, Konya Boyce, Clark, Shaquan Davis, Kemar Foster, Jamie Wade. You know, what's your three right there? Who you think might
Uh,
go in that
you have the Shaquan Davis kid from Mount Pleasant.
one place
That's him, right.
from Idle?
I Yeah, Mount Pleasant. And who else? Who else you have?
Kemar Foster from Waterhouse. Those are the two local players for the goalkeeper section, and then Jamal Wade, you know, Clark from Reading, and then Blake. So it's
I
five.
mean, in the goalkeeping area, there's no need to worry. But first name on the team sheet is the captain Andre Blake,
Yeah,
and then you will have Wait second, and I mean everyone else is fighting for that third spot.
yeah.
It's necessary for them to actually bring three keepers?
Uh Sometimes I look at it like is it? I don't know if is it a rule to bring three goalkeepers. I
Yeah,
don't.
I mean,
When you really, I mean, it's a tournament still, but you know, it's just a tradition thing
and
that
it's two games, and it's two games.
and it's two games. You know, so you're trying to see that if it's not permitted that you should bring three goalkeepers, then you know that those two games. But again, they don't really even want to risk it because look at it. You know, right now Andre Blake is out with a groin injury.
Really?
Yes, he got injured after he played in that CONCACAF Champion League last week. He got injured in training.
And he won the match for us as well, just the same as Damian Lowe did.
You know, and
So
Damian Lowe is on the bench. They're playing Javan East team right now in the CONCACAF Champion League. So no Blake and no and Damian Lowe is on the bench.
and he's on the bench as well, right?
East East is on the field right now. Is that they started at 4-4-2 in Costa Rica. Now they're playing with three at the back and four midfielder and three strikers. So they playing at 3-4-3 right now. So yeah, East is starting right now. But look, so you more likely you go with an Andre Blake, Boyce Clark, and Jamal Wade for that
Mhm.
recruitment.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see Shaquan Davis
Over Jamal Wade or Kanye Boyce Clark, one of them.
over Boyce Clark.
What happened to Jaden White? Is he deserve a show?
Jaden White, I mean, just start play back some football
He's playing. He's keeping real good now. He's losing weight. That's a big thing. He's losing weight.
because he gain what a name to have. Jaden White. It's White, right?
Yeah, Jaden White.
Oh, yeah, White. But I mean, I'm not really worrying about the goalkeeping aspect. I'm thinking about the strikers that we're gonna bring. That's what, the attackers and the strikers and the midfielders, the centre backs. Things is really kind of shaky. I'm so optimistic to see what that squad is going to look like come in the next couple of weeks.
I'm not worried about the strikers. I'm worried about the midfield. That's what
And
I'm
the
worried about.
defenders, midfielders and the defenders.
Knowing that no, that Amari Bell is out. For not we don't know about knowing that he hobbled off that game against City earlier today. I'm worried now. But more at first I was worrying about that midfield, how it's going to be structured.
All right. Well, tell me about the strikers now.
Who's in that pool, that striking pool?
Yeah.
We have Antonio, we have Whisper, we have Corberg, but Corberg is injured. Corberg is injured right now for Red Bull. We have Deshaun Beckford, from the USL. We have that striker from Sheffield Wednesday, Bailey. He's playing really good now. He's getting some game time in the championship.
Yeah,
We have
Karamatri. Mhm.
yeah, Kemal Roof is there, Jamal Lowe is there, but Jamal Lowe is injured. A couple injured guys in there.
Mhm.
Romar Williams. So more like we have Romar Williams, Whisper, Antonio, and Bailey, who is and Devante Cole. So those are the natural number nines that we have in that provisional squad.
If you don't see a whisper and you see Bailey Karamati, would you be surprised?
Huh?
If you don't see a whisper and you see a Bailey Karamati, will you be surprised?
Yeah, I would be surprised. I'll be
Okay.
surprised
But
because
what if the coach is saying that
but
they
hold on, but
still
someone
not
just
up
said
to match fit?
Stefan Scott said Roof is injured, but I watched Roof in that game, you know,
Weekend, last
weekend
weekend.
when they beat what they beat up is it Dexter team Arts, I think.
Yeah. Hearts middle low fan. Yeah. They played against Hearts.
Yeah. So I mean we have a couple injured places right now in this provisional. And you know that once you get named in the provisional, who got left out, that's it for them.
Yeah.
You can't get picked. I was very surprised though. You said East. East is playing really good in Costa Rica. I don't know if he's out of the radar or what, but
I thought I thought Alvas Powell was out of the radar. However, I heard someone saying that he's in the provisional squad. Is that true?
also.
That's crazy.
No Junior Flemings.
No Junior Flemings.
You know,
But
he just
uh,
started to get back some game time under his belt and all of that. But
hopefully he can remain consistent, stay injury free,
yeah,
and catch the eyes of the selectors, the persons whoever selecting the team. I'm sure it's not only the coach making decision.
no, it's not down to the coach. It's a
Mhm.
pool. It's a pool of them. It's a pool of them.
Yeah.
Timo, there's one player in the Reggae Boy team that a lot of people, I wouldn't say give him a lot of talk about. Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed is a player that whenever we play that game, especially at tournament, he always turn up. And even if Reed is not having a proper game, he's putting in that shift. He's
Yeah.
putting in extra
So
work.
so true. You know what to expect when you see a Bobby Reed.
You knew, bro. You're going to get that extra mile out of Bobby Reed, and
Yeah.
he so professional. Like bro, like when I was there at the team hotel in Toronto, and I was sitting down and I saw a few kids, the UK kids, they travel from UK, to watch the Reggae Boy game, and
To
they
Toronto.
huh?
To Toronto.
Yeah. They because I was talking and both of the kids, probably around 8, 9 years old, both of them went over to Reed. And like, yeah, can I get the jersey signed? Bro, the man did everything to make the kids comfortable.
That's
Meanwhile,
true.
you have other players that, the kids were running around. I mean, they got what they needed, but it's like the kids have to wait. Like, kids come to you, man, you have to take care of the kids.
They're the future, and
You get what
they'll
I'm saying?
aspire
So
to
yeah,
be
Bobby
the
Reed is a well professional, like his model of all this man, go about his business. He's
yeah.
a he's a true and true professional. Trust me. But
And
yeah, he's a very good player for
maybe
us.
you
He's a
see man
very
a
good
bad day, you think different of him though. But they are humans just the same like us, regardless. So they do athletes do have bad days, you know? Because you're here saying this right now and then someone might say, no, Bobby Reed did this thing to me once, or this I heard that he did this once, but they're human. That may be just a one-off thing, and the mood wasn't right. But I mean, yeah, they're humans. But yes, Mikel Antonio is back.
Yeah, Mikel is back. Mikel is back. Last
Ho-
week he played. So more likely, you're going to have Mikel up front. Hopefully he stayed fit. Hopefully, he's fit in the next few weeks. And hopefully,
Hopefully, he can get maybe 2 goals before before the Nations League semifinals.
Yeah.
to Spurs build his confidence going into the semi. So yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, so I,
Yes.
I, I just don't know, man. The team is getting treated like Liverpool team right now. A lot of injuries.
What about midfielders though? How many
The
midfielders
midfield.
do we have to choose from?
So, all right, we have K. Right, we have Lambert, we have Lats, uh,
Russell,
Hutchinson, DJ. We have Maggie in there.
we have
Philip,
Russell, we have Russell.
you know, Casey Palmer, Reed. We have Speedy, and we have Jonathan Russell.
Devon Speedy Williams makes the professional squad.
Yeah, I saw him in it.
Okay, cool. Cause I was making a thumbnail earlier. Okay, cool. All right then. So for the midfielders though, midfielders, Casey Palmer.
Yeah, he's playing good.
Casey Palmer is playing good. He got 2 assists yesterday playing against, I'm not sure, Maidstone or whatever that club.
I think, yeah, it's made a stone in the FA Cup.
Yeah, he got 2 assists. And then I'm not sure you know about the guy named Ellie Sims from who was a farmer. Uh,
Ever,
he was a farmer Evertonian
yeah,
who scored I think one and only goal against Chelsea.
he's a
He,
he
he
got
has
Jamaica.
he has Jamaican heritage
Wow.
along with Godfrey and the whole game and the Dwight McNeil. You see, this is why we need to go for those players. We need to. I prefer us scratching our heads whenever the side is to be picked than
Yeah,
scratching our heads because we have so many key players injured but no one else to choose from, or not. We don't have the quality to replace the quality that can come in and put in a shift. You understand me?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I'm
we
looking.
have we have a player. I'm trying to remember where I saw him, but we have two players. I think in the MLS. Ravel is on the list.
Who is on the list?
I don't. Is he? I don't know if that's a question. If Ravel is on the list, is that a question? But I don't see Ravel on the list. Ravel was in the provisional for the World Cup, but he's not. He's not on this list. I don't see Ravel. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see Ravel. We have a player that playing for Inter Miami right now. His name is Ian Frey. He just started to play again. He picked up injury. I think last season, I think when Messi just came in, he picked up a second ACL, but he's actually playing right now. Yeah, Sherman, I don't see Ravel, on the list. I don't see Ravel on the list. But we have a player for Inter Miami. He's actually his sister.
Ian Frey.
He had a sister that played for the Reggae Girls too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Ian Frey picked up an injury
when
in
Messi came, I think it was Messi first game or second.
I'm not sure. Could be, but yeah,
Yeah,
I know he picked up an
but he's
injury.
back now still.
He's back.
Yeah.
You see, did he make the squad?
Huh?
Did he make the squad?
I saw something like as I was scrolling through the Inter Rasta and I see that he's back in training and the things. I don't know
I'm looking forward to seeing.
if he actually
I'm
played.
looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing him. Also,
What about him? Is he either a Jamaican passport or something?
I'm not sure. I've seen him get. I've seen him got called up into the provisional squad once. I don't think they would do that if he didn't any have it either. Maybe he has his documents starting out, or he has his passport in hand.
Yeah, I literally found out about him, over the weekend when I was running through the Inter Miami website, and I see that he's back in training. Not saying that he's played, but he's back in training. That's what I saw. They
Yeah,
greeting him that thanks for coming back, man. Like after a long spell of after I suffered two ACL back
because
to back.
he was starting games. He was starting the games, to be honest, consistently, And then he
Yeah,
had that face injury.
there's another player that in the MLS. I don't remember. I think his name is Shakiri, but he has a Jamaican mom.
Shakiri.
Yeah, he has a Jamaican mom. I'm trying to find, his
Which club?
Huh?
Which club does he play for?
That's what I'm trying to find the game that I was watching. I don't remember if I was watching the NYFC game or what, but he mixed with Switzerland and Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the player, but I just can't pick him up as yet.
My
Uh,
dream,
I think
my
I think I remember what game I'm watching now. So I think it was a Philly game, but I just can't see the player. But I heard the comment that said he's he is he's like a Swiss Albanian with Jamaican mom. So I don't know, but it's a young player though. It's a young player.
is teenager or early 20s.
No man, he's probably around 20, no more than 20, but he's probably 2019 down that side. But he's a young player. They just got him. I just can't remember what team it was. I know I was watching a team and I saw him and the commentator literally was talking about him and the other guy was commentating the game said, "Yo, it's so crazy that the Reggae Boys have players all over that they can choose from."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's crazy. There, I think there's I mean, to be honest, long story short, with the squad, this crop of players that we have in the 60-man provisional squad, whichever team picked on the day, I would just have to hope for the best and
yeah,
support the team regardless. You understand? I remember back then the quality that we have now at our disposal, but in comparison to a few years ago, we didn't have that now. You understand? So we just have to respect what we have and support
yeah.
the team and hope and I think no matter which team that we put out there, we still can beat the USA if we remain disciplined. Because some of the time I have seen some teams grinding out results against these teams.
These teams,
Trinidad and Tobago grind out results against the USA,
Is it
and
back to
they
back
don't.
that Trinidad lost in US lost in Trinidad? Was it back to back? As when they lost that game when the
The
qualification for the
World Cup qualifiers for
it's actually back to back, right?
I think it would be back to back. I guess I think it would be back to back.
Back to back, and they just one step away from getting a positive result in that first leg. If they got that result in that first leg, probably would have gotten that through, and they would have been playing us right now in the semi-final.
Yeah, would that be and it would that be a good match as well. It wouldn't be an easy match either. It would be a good match, I
It would
tell
have
you,
been a good game.
because Angus Eve, I think he's a good coach. Angus Eve is a good
I would
coach.
say really
He
good
might
coach.
he might be arrogant, but he's a good coach. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I would love to see another Caribbean or a few more Caribbean team rise up as well. You know, to show that yes, we have quality here in the Caribbean, not only just Jamaica. And it sells good for Caribbean
Trinidad
football.
seems like they back though. They seems like they're building a really good program.
Yeah, the other Caribbean countries who have heritage from France, maybe Spain and the Dutch,
All
like
right, so
Suriname and those
so
countries,
outside of Trinidad, different put Jamaica one side. Outside of Trinidad, I would say probably like Haiti
Haiti.
have a really good team. Curacao have a really good team. Getting those players from Netherlands. Martinique can do a thing.
Yeah, I saw them. They were the one at the World Cup, Martinique,
Martinique and Guadeloupe have a really good shot at it.
Guadeloupe, those teams. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Guadeloupe. I was watching the Cuba team putting on the ball and playing. But those teams,
That rep team, they are Dominican Republic, building a really good youth program. They
yeah.
scouting a lot of players from the US.
And I think this under 20, you'll see more players coming through the ranks and filtering in their senior teams, quality players. And you see, and everyone is going out and recruiting players for the
Yes,
World Cup. Those
yes.
teams they're saying to themselves that we have a chance. we have a narrow percentage, a
You know,
chance at
and
at
you know,
the cup.
Dominica is in that top six in the U20. They're waiting for the rest of the teams. Yeah,
Oh
Dominican
yeah, yeah,
Republic,
because they
Mexico, US, Costa Rica. Remember, Canada is playing the early rounds now. Canada is not in it.
yeah, just remember because I was wondering why. So those
Yeah,
are the things that we are
Dominica
waiting
in
on.
that
It's
their
crazy.
position, with Costa
You can
Rica,
imagine
Panama,
it's
Honduras, and
crazy,
all.
It's really crazy, because we don't know. We're waiting on what damn rapper. We don't know what they're coming with.
Remember they are the one that beat us that game that we went to the quarterfinals in the U20. Remember
Yeah,
that one game that we got?
that 1-0 that we lost that game.
Yeah, we lost that game, that 1-0. So yeah, you see, Dominican
I,
Republic is
I think we
building for
did qualify for that World Cup though, not because of a few players, one or two players. Some people will have their own opinion saying that those players shouldn't be there, shouldn't have been there in the squad or even starting. But I think that we lost and didn't qualify for the World Cup because of coaching reasons
yeah,
and not players per se. Coaching was the reason why we didn't qualify for the World Cup, the U20 World Cup. And I think with John Wall at the helm, that won't affect us. I don't think that will affect us.
yeah.
No. Once you get the other players to the final round, the filtering in this squad,
And it's in the summer we will get proper player.
yeah.
We get more players because a lot of players that got older now by their club.
Mhm.
Is that player Bailey? Is he born 2005?
Yeah, he has age.
He has it, so that means him can represent us in that U20. Maybe
World
that's
Cup.
that
Mhm.
qualification. I think he played around 20 games already for Sheffield.
That's good. He has a lot of minutes under his belt.
Yeah, and he chipped in into a couple of goals. But yeah, let's see. But first we have to get that positive result against Bermuda. Team that have a lot of British also on their team. Yeah, but
We
I
should go for the win instead of thinking that, listen, we need a draw. We should go for the win
yeah
and
we
put
should more thinking about
our
our natural game.
take matters in our hand instead of
Yeah,
putting it in someone else's.
yeah. I mean, that U20 team. I picked out a player. The player used to play for JC Blake.
Yeah,
Kimo. If he want to make it pro in the US, he has to change his position.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kimo, I watched him a few times playing in the USL for Chicago too. He's too small to be a centre back. It's just not going to happen in the MLS for him. If he made, and I'm not going to tell him to play CDM as well because look, you MLS teams do not trust Reggae Boys players in the midfield. There's a long history. I can name a few players, that just not going to cut it in the MLS when it comes down to as a central midfield players. Is either is going to play at right back. To be honest, I'm telling you, like, I don't know if you know Kevin Blackwood that used to play for JC.
Blackwood. I know that Blackwood. But
He used to
long
play for
time.
Boyz.
That's a long time though.
He played with Junior Flemings them though.
Long time that man. Yeah, man.
So yeah, me and Blackwood grew up, we're really close together. And when Blackwood was going to Cleveland State University, he spent three year there and then spent his senior year at Ohio State. And look, Blackwood is a CDM out of JC, one of the best midfielder in the schoolboy at that time. And guess what? When Blackwood came here, bro, they transformed Blackwood into a right back and a center half.
Mhm.
And his assistant coach, told him that look, in the MLS, it's very difficult for Jamaican players in the middle. Trust me, bro, it's very difficult for us. And he said, like, yo, I know a lot of coaches, that surround themselves in the MLS teams that they don't trust Jamaicans. As they said, our tactical awareness is very poor. You understand? And Kevin Lambert just signed for Real Salt Lake over the last end up back in the 2023. No, Anti San Antonio back again in the USL. Bro, that is just crazy, bro. You understand? Look at Speedy Williams. Bro, Speedy Williams have been winning USL championship, been getting one of the best midfielders, in the USL over and over, top performer. And he cannot get an MLS contract. It's just crazy, bro. And look, where am I, in Charleston, there's also this player, he born in Jamaica but came here, when he was probably around 7. He went to FIU in Florida and he told me the same thing, like, bro, as a Jamaican, bro, he said before he got his citizenship, as a Jamaican, it's very hard to get in the midfield in the US, bro. It's hard. I don't know what stigma, where that started from, bro, but if you really look at it, Kimo, how much midfielders that are Reggae Boyz international that dominate as a midfielder in the MLS. It's very few. Like, the only player I can think of right now on top of my head is maybe Dean Richards when he was playing at Red Bull in that number 10 era.
Yeah.
But
As it relate to CDM
Aka
and
played there
Central,
also a few times too, right? Aka played there in the MLS.
play there for long though.
Yeah, and then his last part-time MLS career, him started to play right back for Houston. So it's a long, bro. It's a long story, bro. It's a
I think the
very
game is
long.
still evolving the way we develop our midfielders. You know,
Look at
we
Tevin
need
that just signed for Mount Pleasant.
crazy.
Crazy, bro.
I think we
You
need
remember this?
quality.
You remember this KC player named Pearson?
Yeah,
I think he over here at Tuscan at one time. I remember, but
Tulsa,
that getting a lot,
Tulsa.
that getting a lot of time on the pitch in the midfield, bro. It's just not. It's just
I
not going to
think,
happen for
I
us.
think, I think if we're going to create good midfielders, we have to try to develop the player them from them young into that kind of midfielder, like getting some quality coach. I coach them into that kind of central CDM or attacking midfielder. Intelligent persons like
Yeah,
you have a Busquets playing midfield and Modric and Cruz and those guys and Valverde. We need it's more
yeah. We
brain.
need, we
It's
need,
more
we need,
brains than awareness. Tactical awareness.
we,
But
we need, we need to develop the youth them better, bro. We need to develop the youth them better. Trust
I
me.
mean, coaching just as the coaching thing just start improving. Because gone are the days where a man a coach off a name.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
man a coach off a name. When me a watch, when me a watch football and I come up,
The
a name man a coach off,
So I think mobile gaming is asking, is that squad list out? Nah, we just I hypothetically thinking about that provisional squad that who I think we think will make that 23-man squad. That's what we here talking about. So the 23-man squad
Yeah,
is not out as yet. Think probably around the next week and a half. I less than a week and a half.
coaching. No man, you can. It'll be at
Next
least 2 weeks. 2 weeks time when we get the squad. I JFF right talk about 2 weeks time.
the US will name their squad. I think this the first week in March. I saw it on their website. The US
Wow.
will name their squad in the first week of
What you
March.
see for the JFF side?
Huh?
What you see for
You
the
can't
JFF side?
sit up on bro. You can't. You can't sit up on the JFM side, bro. You can't see
Yo,
anything. Like everything you can get on the US men's national team. Everything, bro. It's there. It's there. It's published. Everything, bro.
me tell you this, bro. As I say, I'm gonna go back to the coaching thing. I'm gonna get to that part you know too. Glad you mentioned that. God of the days, we grew up right here, say, all right, Walter Boy, them man, they did bad in a few time. When you look Walter Boy, that coach. And if ask Walter, just I use an example. Sorry for use a legend name. Me that use somebody else name. All right. Alan Skill Cole, a big man a coach. When you look, the man a coach some people and him not a certificate for sure. Nothing wrong, because he would have the service knowledge for a play
Yeah.
ball and he might do it and he might win the things then.
Yeah.
But if it maybe they got even now academy go get certified in the coaching area, maybe
Yeah,
it would have even improve him skills, him coaching skills different from the way how him play, because maybe we not coach you based off of what him know, But universally where coaching is at and where football is going, that them thing that we no need for no as a coach we are instilling on the young youth them,
yeah.
yeah. Them thing about but she say that improve speed
And
and doing
it's
coach
just like
speed and doing thing.
now, man, it used to be like pick up a man. Even when I was playing under 13 at Marvally, Wayne Palmer used to coach me as like as a man that come in and train us, But he was basically giving us training off what he learned over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
tell you, you might get 13 and 20 year or maybe 30 year. Away him did I learn from him look him. Now tell you what I want to teach you about what I want know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
so
bro.
so 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 your movement where you
It's
make now,
yeah.
you're 30 seconds behind. But the man them 30 seconds ahead of you. So them know when them see you a chop, all right, you will have a thing where a man a kick our striker, then them a kick a ball. The keeper don't know which way you go already when you have a kick the ball. Body language, the man they know they look at techniques. And the mechanism, the man I look and I say, all right, look at body position. I saw him ago. I'm not talking about a penalty. Our man a position. From the man I see I bring the ball to that direction. They know which direction he has size up to keep the ball. Him don't
Team of
assess.
coach, me get coach and the manager already, Not really calling names, but as a midfielder man that play that number 6 box to box. But hold on to the ball, man. 2, 3 touch, man. Me get take off I feel, man.
2, 3 touch.
Yeah, man. The man say, man, play the ball, man. Man say, hey, not more than 1 touch. Play the ball.
Yeah.
So me can't express my creativity, bro. You get what I say? I cannot
Yeah.
express my creativity until I move on and play under a different coach. I realize like that coach, my development for the last probably 2, 3 seasons at that club, I was stagnant. Then I move on when I start to play calls at Calabar. Then when I
Yeah.
start to excel like a coach, saw something different in me. Like, yo, your creativity is not a box to box or a number 6. You need to play in the attacking part of the field. And then, playing goals, I scored 8 goals in the group stage alone. And from there, I just found a different position where, I really love and I'm enjoying that. I'm fit, I can create, I can dribble. So that, so it's different. Sometimes when you get a coach at a club, bro, sometimes if that coach don't see anything in you, you're just not going to develop as a youngster, But that's how how most of us grow up in that little period in that early 2000 of us. We cannot hold on to the ball. We cannot express ourselves as a midfielder. We cannot do it. The coach going to say, "Hey, move the ball, move the ball." You understand, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, move the
Well,
ball,
well,
bro.
but as I said, the football I improve since YouTube come and man start bonfire and highlight the thing them way them fair do and where them not do
Yeah,
the thing improve and when we can see the thing I get better and better.
yeah,
We
yeah,
can see the
definitely,
thing get better and
definitely.
better.
More and more coach getting higher thing, but yo, that Philly game, it's 2-2 about to go half time, I'm gonna wrap up and catch the second half of that game.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that game. So Philly I lead 5-4 in aggregate, but it's 2-2 right now. The game is going really crazy right now, bro. As
All
Philly
right.
scored, Saprissa score back, Philly score, Saprissa score back. So the
Never
game
know
is
the game can end then.
yeah man. So yo, we're gonna catch up back again as you know the big game is coming up, We're gonna catch up
Yeah,
back
bro.
again.
All
So
right, bro. Respect. I make
yeah,
sure I make the them go like up your channel and thing and share the live and the video them
Kimo,
get more people.
Kimo, that's their job. We here to give them the product.
Yeah.
You know,
But
we
you know, sir,
sharing
I think
a
when
reason,
you do
a
live
good vibe.
stream, bro, so when you do live stream and watch along them, I suck me maybe gain more subscribers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But you know what the thing? You see, my work hours and when the game them come, sometimes I'm at work watching the games.
Oh, true, man, understand. I
Yeah, I mean,
understand why you say you want to do the thing. So, we see how that go then.
yeah, no man, bro, definitely. Once you have the time and you can do it, I'm there on the ground in Arlington, Texas. So you don't know we can work together.
Yeah, man. All right, bro, then. Nine
Yeah, man.
links. Big
Yeah,
up.
man. Yes, people, that's chemo. Yeah, that's chemo. So I'm going to sign off right now. I'm going to sign off right now. But hope you guys check out the platform for the game coming up against the US. Yeah, and also, I mean, the two games I'm going to be live, on the ground in Arlington, Texas for the Thursday and Sunday games. So hope you guys, check out those preview, that's coming up on the channel, match day vlog and all of that. And also, I don't know how many of you guys know, but I'm doing some lovely cooking. Yeah, I'm doing some lovely cooking, man. So you can also check out my cooking channel, Nicola Travel Vlog. Yeah, go over there and watch something. I have a video over there that the last video that I did, I made some ackee with steak. Go check that video out. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good, man. And I was doing some cooking just before I came on here. Yeah, so that video will be uploaded tomorrow. So yeah, and also go over there and check out, Twip and Family. Yeah, that's my daddy channel, cooking channel. Really, really, booming right now. Yeah, it's moving pace just in the just around 2 weeks. Yeah, Twip and Family, TWEP and Family. Yeah, so check out his cooking thing, man. Real man, if you learn for cook some. If you want to know for cook steam fish, go over that channel and go watch it. Yeah, Twip and Debbie is doing a really good job over there. Yeah, channel is really going off like that in the space of around a month, I must say. Yeah, so check out Nick the travel vlog. As you know, Reggae Boy travel vlog is coming up over there. Also, Reggae Boy content live on the ground at the Cowboy Stadium. You call it the AT&T Stadium in Texas. So whole heap of content is coming out over there now. So, going to go to some, you don't know, Texas is famous for the Mexican spot. Yeah. I eat a whole lot of Mexican food up here, in the northeast. Now I'm in the south. Went to a couple of Mexican places. So yeah, not so prolific as I heard, the Mexican restaurant down there in California and Texas. I heard the street food I never been to Texas before, so it will be my first time in Texas also getting some lovely Dallas barbecue. So I'm going to also consume some barbecue ribs. As you know, Texas is famous for that, especially in Dallas. So yeah, whole heap of things coming up, man. But yeah, go over there and check out my father channel, man. Twip and Family, TWEP, AND, and Family. So he's doing some really good work over there. Him and his lovely wife, Debbie and Reed. So people, bless up on yourself. Don't forget for check out the rest of content coming out on this channel. I'm not going to tell you guys, hey, like up the video, share it. It's up to you. Whatever you guys get from me, that vibes, that energy, that good product. If you want to share it, you share it. We're not here to just gamble down and rush down on people for likes and all. We're here to do very good content. So once the product is good, then you guys will naturally like it. So why rush down behind people telling them to like it? You're not there to do that for the like. They're there for the love and share the product and share the content of Jamaican football. Also, remember I have Jamaican Premier League also on this platform. I talk about the preview and the review. It's one of the best. Trust me, it's one of the best you can get it. And also check out the rest of Jamaican Premier League, vlogs on different channels. Yeah, I saw, a few guys around the YouTube spaces doing content about Jamaican Premier League. Really good to see, more and more people is coming to that space doing the JPL. So yeah, I do the JPL preview, I do the review, and I also have another one. It's really intriguing to watch that one, the JPL Stats Corner. That's where you get some of the best stats of the Jamaican Premier League, except the assist. The assist is just crazy. Like, assist in the Jamaican Premier League is one of the hardest things to get. Trust me. So what I know about the assist so far about the Jamaican Premier League, when it comes down to all the TV games, about all the teams that played on TV, not talking about the games that not televised. I'm talking about all the featured game. Nikai Christian is the one that having the most assists in the Jamaican Premier League when it comes down to televised game. Yeah, but I just can't give an account for the games that it's played not televised and all that. As those games they are not marked down statistically. So there's no account on those things. So it's very difficult to get stats about the assists in the Jamaican Premier League. If you look at other little details and some of the other little things, you can get it. Yeah, you can get it. Also, one stats off at the top of my head. So Montego Bay, whenever they play that catching they play one game at catching against Waterhouse. That game drew 2-2. They came back from 2-0 down. And the rest of the games that they played at West Popa, Montego Bay have never lost to a team at home whenever the team is below them in the table. Yeah? So you will never hear these things on the commentary. So that's what I'm saying. Check out the JPL Stats Corner. You will get those info. And Portmore United is one of those tough team to play at home at Ferdinand Park. And also Tivoli is one of the best team when it comes on to playing against the top 6 boys in the Jamaican Premier League. Tivoli, I think, only last 3 games this season. Only one top 6 club have beaten Tivoli, so far in the Jamaican Premier League, and it's Mount Pleasant. They did the double, a 1-0 at Jackson, Sole Makala late goal, and also a 1-0 at Stadium East, Akimone Bailey. So you see, I have the things them up here. So go and check out the Jamaican Premier League Stats Corner. I can give you more. Mullines are the only team to draw the most 2-2 games in the Premier League. And also, Mullines is one of the only team in the Premier League so far to score a 2 goals margin and not winning none of those games. So, stats them up as some people. So, check out the stats. So, I give you a little preview, a little, Waterhouse only won back-to-back once in the Jamaican Premier League this season. And they did it when they lost their first game at the National Stadium against Tivoli when they lost 3-0. Yeah. After that, they went on to win the next 2 games. But after that, match day 2 and 3, they never win back-to-back in the Jamaican Premier League before. So, yeah, crazy stats, about the Jamaican Premier League. And God is first time going 3 games on the bounce without winning. Last against Tivoli, draw against Montego Bay at Westport and drew 0-0 at Jerusalem Stadium when they call Waterhouse Mini Stadium. So the stats them there, people. Stats them there, man. Cavalier, the longest spell in the Premier League season in a team to not concede. I think they gone 6 right now. So stats them the upper. So open check out the JPL Stats Corner. You see that show, the Jamaican Premier League Stats Corner. I spent hours and hours walking around in my room at night, searching for stats just because I don't want to fall asleep even when I'm tired. So it's a crazy thing, man. You will hear all the stats, them, man, that you don't really hear them on commentary. Yeah, trust me, man. You will hear them on JPL Stats Corner. If you guys love the Jamaican Premier League, as you guys follow all the Reggae Boy content, never stop support the JPL. Yeah, never stop support the JPL. That's where it started. Remember when I used to watch Andre Blake. My father used to watch Andre Blake when he was playing for Sporting Central. Yeah, few games they play for Sporting Central. So yeah, man, whole heap of people, man. Remember when Jeremy and Tuffy Anderson was just coming at the league when he was playing at Village and all of that. And remember the days when Reno was the big team in the Premier League, one of the best. Yeah, so yeah, man, the JPL Stats Corner was a dangerous show, man. Yeah, man, wicked show. Trust me, wicked show. Very productive show. So people, I'm going to catch this CONCACAF Champions League game against Philadelphia and Saprissa, a team from Costa Rica. Yeah, that game is on FS2, Fox Soccer 2, if you live in the US, RTUDN. Yeah, that Spanish channel. So I'm going to go over there and watch that game as it's halftime right now. And remember, if Saprissa get the next goal, Saprissa is Javan East, a player that used to play for Portmore, who won the Premier League back-to-back for Portmore. Javan East scored off the best goal I have ever seen at Anthony Sparring Sports Complex against Arnett Garden. Yeah, a goal that he scored at the end, kicking down the College drive when a ball came across, something like what a Robin Van Persie would have normally score a ball. Diagonally, I come from where the bench is at, from the away bench at Arnett Garden Stadium, coming over and right over defender. One time volley. Yeah, man, Damien Ayat couldn't stop that, man. So, yeah, Javan is a very good player, you know, a former classmate of mine at Calabar High School. Really good player, so I'm going to support my classmate, watching him. Hopefully, he can get off the mark in the second half, yeah? As, you know, Andre Blake is not in the goal, so I would love Javan East to score. You know, Damian Lowe is on the bench. You know, Andre Blake is injured, so hope we can get back our skipper, El Capitano, back for that game against the US men's national team as we coming for the US in Arlington. Yeah, beat them. We are beat them, man, in a famous Dallas Cowboys Stadium, man. Yeah, man, we are rip off them, man. Yeah, man, as like how we do in Toronto, ripped off Canada face at BMO Field, a record that they haven't lost there for over a decade now, you know, so we coming. The Yankee boys, we coming. So, people, bless up on yourself. You know, I'm out. Thanks for the support. Remember, it's up to you guys if you want to like the product. Yeah, it's what you get. You guys will receive and put that like. So, do what you want to do. If you like the product, support it and like it. If you don't want to like it, I really appreciate it. Yeah, but one day I know you will come back because it's good product over here. Yeah, so not going to gas down for anyone to like my video. Share it, whatever you want. Comment. You know, I really appreciate everybody. If you don't like them, but I'm still appreciate you. Yeah. But I know one day you will come back and say to yourself, I'm sorry that, you know, I did that earlier on Nika the Media Host career. So finally come back. I appreciate it, see me. Everyone learn from the mistake. But yeah, man, people, I'm out. Salute, respect.